Hello, ladies, and welcome to the Beauty Shaman. So it is actually warm where I am. Not warm. Okay, it's like 60 degrees, but when you've had snow and right, all the cold weather, suddenly it's springtime. You can see it's springtime. I hear the birds this morning, and I was like, oh my God, it's amazing. I'm so excited. So I put on my light green, kind of Kelly green shirt I just got from Banana Republic. I'm so excited. I love, did I say I'm excited? I love green. It's my favorite color. And I love Kelly green too. So I don't know if this is a true Kelly green. I don't know if you guys want to help me with that. I think this might be a little bit more yellowy than a Kelly green. But anyway, in any case, I am excited it's springtime. So I thought this morning I would do a springtime 5-minute daytime makeup because I have to go do some shopping for a photo shoot. So I thought, well, let's try to look, like, yay, it's spring, daytime, and I'm going to use a rosy lipstick because we always think of pink with the spring. So before I get started, please visit my website, thebeautyshaman.com, and use SB10 for 10% off everything in my store. Not everything I use is in my store, but I will tell you that as I go along. And also be sure to subscribe here on YouTube. That helps me to continue to make great content for all of you wonderful, beautiful women out there. Okay, let's get going. Okay, so the important question is, as we start to do our makeup, is what are we drinking? Okay, very important, Linda, right? What are you drinking? I am drinking some PG Tips this morning with a little bit of cream in it. So I don't use milk. Sometimes I use half and half, but I love sometimes to just indulge and get some whipping cream, like the really thick, right? Like tape it to my backside. But it is so fantastic and so delicious and so decadent. And I feel like with all of the work I do around health and nutrition and feeling and looking my very, very best, I really want to put some full fat cream in my tea. And there you have it, ladies. Okay, so of course, in the 5-minute makeup, we have to be sure we take care of our skin. I don't know. I've got all these things here. What should I use? I think I'm going to do my my C serum. I'm just going to use C serum today. So this is packed with nutrition and vitamins for my skin. I love this product. I sell it on my website. It is the best serum I've ever used, which is why I sell it. You put 2 drops in my hands, 2 drops of the C serum. I'll put the link down below. And I use it as eye cream, face cream. I actually don't even need moisturizer. So although the product retails for $200, which some of you gasp, but if you think about it, I don't use any other cream on top of it. I just use that. Eye cream, day cream, any other sort of anything else. That's it. So if you're just going to spend $200, you may as well just get one product where it's all packed in there. There's only like 9 ingredients in it. It's super pure and beautiful for your skin. So I love it. To me, I feel like it's worth it. But that's just me. All right. So after I do that, my skin is super happy, right? It loves the C serum. I'm going to use a little bit of primer. So even in the 5-minute makeup, I think primer is important because it keeps your makeup on and makes your skin look dewy. And I love that kind of dewy skin look because as I go through my day, especially if I'm on set, on a photo set or a TV set, working, my lipstick comes off, everything comes off. And I'm left with beautiful skin and a little bit of eye makeup, really, is what it boils down to. So, or these products I use stay on really well, but I'm just saying, you want your skin to really glow and look really beautiful and healthy. And so that's why I use those 2 products. Okay, moving on. Yes, we are going to use foundation in our 5-minute makeup. 1 squirt of the Liquid Minerals Jane Iredale. You blend it a little on your hand just to get those beads to break. This is Clean Beauty. So it's really, no toxins in this. It's, if you're into like really getting your life with no preservatives and additives and like really purifying your life, which you put on your body, in your body. If you're not into that, you can ignore that comment. But if you are, this is a great line for that. Jane Iredale is a fabulous line for older women who are really into clean beauty. So, which is why I carry it. Okay, great. So now I'm going to use the Juice Beauty Concealer today. You do need a tiny bit of concealer as you go through your day, depending on your circles, how much of a circle you have. I have a lot of weird discoloration over my eyes, so I put this on. So I think this concealer is great. I really like, I like just Juice Beauty a lot. I like Juice Beauty a lot. I think their concealer is good. It is dry. It looks dry, right? Because they don't put the ingredients in it that make it really creamy, and those are where you get into the toxins. But having said that, if your skin is hydrated, look how quickly and easily that blended in. So not bad at all. Cool. And I always put a little around my nose because I want to highlight this part of my face. So when you do your makeup, you really want to think of your face in terms of the T-zone, right? You want to highlight through here on both sides. And if you do that, you put a little line down your nose so that your nose isn't one color and everything else another. But this is really where you want to highlight. And how you do it is with your concealer and also highlighter. I'm a big highlighter fan. But since this is a 5-minute daytime spring makeup, we are not going to use highlighter. Okay, so even in a 5-minute makeup, I extend my eyebrows just a little bit. I don't know what shape your eyebrows are in. If you really need to color in your eyebrows and that is a primary high value item for your makeup, then now is the moment, right? That's when you do that. I mean, for me, I can actually get away with not doing anything because I've got, all these thick things here, but go with what works for you. But eyebrows are very important. You need the shape, right? Like just extending them just a little bit. And I like to kind of accentuate that high, little bit of that curve right there. Just, it's just nice, right? And, if you want to comb them, you can. Just depends on what you want to do. I don't know. I got all that fur going on, so. And I don't want to do it too much. Like, I kind of feel like I went a little too much there. Let's take that down. All right, so, I'm going to do a little tiny bit of contour. I just use a contour. This is my palette. I mean, it's super mucky, right? This is my what I use on set. So it just gets really tortured. But I'm just going to put a little bit underneath. And I'm just going about 1 to 2 shades darker than your skin. Not much. And if you have a really thin face, I would say you don't even need to use contour. I think contour is really, it's to add shape. And if you already have a lot of shape to your face, I wouldn't really worry about it. Or if you're like me, just do a very, very small amount. Not everybody needs contour. It's very much of a trend, contour. Became really big, several years ago. And you see sometimes I saw Linda Hamilton, who I absolutely love, the actress, with like a huge amount of contour. And on her, it really worked. But on most of us, it's just too much. So anyway, just see how I just added a little tiny bit of shape to my face there. Just underneath, just warmed it up just a little bit. I might even need more a little later. We'll see. All right, so I'm going to do a little bit of blush. So we're doing the rosy blush. So this is Jane Iredale. It's called Barely Rose. And she makes the letters really big on the back, which I like. And then I don't have to try to find my glasses. So I'm going to put a little bit of Barely Rose blush on. Just right on my cheeks. You need blush, ladies. You need blush. The whole non-blush thing, unless you have a lot of color in your cheeks. But, as you get older, you just need it. I might even need more a little later, Okay, now I'm going to do lips, and then I'm going to do eyes last. So I'm going to use the Tanya Jane Iredale lipstick because we're doing rosy. So I love this color. I think it's really beautiful. I've used it quite a bit in videos. A couple of you have bought it too, which is, it's just a really beautiful pink. It's a little bubblegummy on my dark hair. If you're a blonde, it's fantastic, totally fantastic. On me, you can see it's a little bit bubblegummy. So I'm going to use, this is called Spice Lip Liner by MAC. And I'm just going to, see how I'm darkening it up a little bit? You can do a lot with colors with your lip liner by using a darker lip liner. So this is a pinky brown. And I can talk and do this at the same time. But see, I'm overdrawing just slightly. And it's got some brown in it. So it's going to brown this up just a tiny bit. Which makes me happy. I want to just make it a little tiny bit browner. And you can also do a matching lip liner. So it's a really pretty pink. I'm really happy with that. I'm going to do a little bit of lip gloss on top. Right, so let's do this palette today. This is the Naturally Matte palette. really good browns and pinks, a gray in there, which I love. I used this recently on a video where I made up a woman named Dustin with gray hair. I highly recommend that video. I think it's really demonstrative. It really shows how to use this color. So do watch that if you have gray hair. All right, I'm going to start off with the light pink here. Let me know if I hold it up enough there. There's a light pink. Sorry. All right, so I'm going to, I'm a little bit lazy. I'm going to use one brush for most of this. I have a million brushes. If you guys saw how many brushes I had, you would be mortified. You'd be mortified at all the stuff I have. But what's great about Chem Dark, I'm using a little bit darker pink here. I think after having all those brushes, I realize you really only need about 4 or 5 brushes. And this is a great brush. It's just a crease brush, but it's kind of loose, which I like. And so I'm not going to apply a ton of makeup to it with it. I want to keep it really light. And I just do it in the crease. And I've got that little bit of a lighter color just right there. But isn't that pretty? Super soft and pretty for a daytime makeup. Okay, so now I'm going to do a little bit in the waterline. Yes, this only takes 5 minutes. I take my MAC Kajal. This is a waterproof, water repellent liner. Just pop it in there. Very simple. And this is just a really warm brown called Brown Border, which looks great on green eyes, blue eyes. I mean, anybody's eyes, you can wear this. If you have brown eyes and darker skin, you can use like a purpley color. Oh my God, it'd be amazing, right? Or gray is really great, gray blue. All right, now I'm gonna take this color right here, whoopsie, like the warm brown, and I'm gonna take a different brush. So this is a little bit poofier of a brush. A pencil brush works really well for this technique as well. Both of these are great. I'm gonna use the kind of slanted poofy one. Dip it in that brown, and I'm just going to run it really close to my lashes. Really simple. See, now I'm going to blend that in. So I just take the product off, the rest of it off. You can put it on a tissue, or if you want to mess up your hand. By the end of the day, if I've been making up a lot of people, you should see me. I'm like covered. My clothes are covered in makeup. I'm very, I'm an artist. Kind of messy. For those of you who are very organized and tidy, you might not want to be around me too much. Okay. I'm joking, actually. I'm pretty tidy. But look, see, isn't that pretty? It's just a very, very soft line, but you've got some density because you're doing a little bit of the waterline underneath as well. And I'm going to take that same color and just put a little tiny bit in the outer edge, not all the way. For those of you, I was in Michael's store the other day. Oh my God, this woman had like this darkest black, like underneath her eye. And she was a very light-skinned woman. Just too much, right? Like, go soft. Go soft. Okay, so last touch is a highlighter here. I've just used everything in this palette. It's such a workable, wearable palette. The palette is naturally matte. And I tell you, it's just, for older women, if you just need a really good, solid palette, this is definitely the palette. So I'm putting that just to highlight, put a tiny bit on the middle of my eye, using my finger. It's a really good way just to put a very small amount on your eye, to use your finger. Okay, mascara. Maybelline Great Lash. Really love this mascara. $5. So I love this mascara. I've been using it since I started my makeup career. In my mid-20s, I started using this. And trust me, I have used a ton of mascaras throughout my career. I've tried lots of different things, and I always come back to this one because it works and it's inexpensive, and I go through a lot of them in my line of work. So this is my daytime spring 5-minute makeup. So yes, you can do this much makeup in 5 minutes. Sometimes if I'm really rushing, I will just do a little bit of eyeliner and just one color like quickly thrown over my lid. But I think it's worth it to take the time to do a little tiny bit more because it really makes your eyes pop. So I hope you found this helpful. Please write any comments down below. Love to hear from you, Linda. So excited. I always hear from you and I just so enjoy your comments. You're just such a cool viewer. So someday we'll meet and have tea. We'll have tea together. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching The Beauty Shaman. Don't forget again to visit my website at thebeautyshaman.com. And thank you so much for watching.